We're live.
Hi, we're live.
All right, so by request, I don't know, is that the person that's requested it that's on? That's the viewer? Said that they hadn't seen this last week, the end of it, so.
Yo, what's up, Joey? How you doing, man?
And then we're going to put this up and start drawing. So, touch up was in here.
Very cool, man. Oh, yeah.
And there was a little spot right over here. And then the little blue dots in the wings.
Hey, man. Yeah.
And yes, I will be taking a photo of it in the daylight, but I just kind of been slacking to get ready for things out.
Joe said the wings came out amazing. I agree.
Oh, you didn't see the wings last time? I'll give you a little close-up of the wings then. Yeah, I absolutely love the wings. It's my favorite part.
They dried out really good because when they were still wet, they didn't look that good.
Thanks, but that's the way they looked last time I worked on it.
I thought, man.
This wing is not as detailed because it's not
right in front of the moon.
Yeah, it's only backlit by a little bit. Like this one right here.
Straight from the moon is spot on, man. Those words, not my words.
Yep.
Yeah. His eyes don't travel at all.
Now, see the art for me when it's a successful piece is when you have to stare at it for a while.
Right on.
And I think I achieved that with this because I still stare at it.
Very cool.
I got my little signature in the corner here.
Alright.
Noodle. Busting my fingernail. Alright, I'm going to cover it to protect it and then pull it up. And then we'll start working on the second face, which still is supplied. Eli saw that picture come out of the printer and he's like, Uncle Joe? I'm like, yep, that's Joe.
Yes, me. Right on. Joe's signature is super small too, man.
Well, I don't usually actually do it that small, but that's mostly because I haven't had the brushes to control it that well. Now that I've got some fine liner brushes and all that, then I'm using them. Wow, my table is really scratched up. All these scratches did not exist before this painting.
Battle star.
That's turning the painting and scratching it and all that stuff.
Right on.
Blank piece of paper for drawing. I guess I'm going to pull the camera in a little bit closer for the drawings. I don't know if you haven't
What's
seen.
up, Jake? Hey, Jake popped in and said, "What's up, brother?"
If you hadn't seen the finishes of the painting, then you probably didn't see the sketch I did last week. This sketch is not guaranteed to stay the same size. Matter of fact, it's probably not going to. But that's the first one for the next Cthulhu painting.
All right. Groovy man.
I think I stripped the
Right on, right on.
Stripped the reverse screw for the camera a little bit. So this is it's probably going to be smaller. I haven't decided which is going to be the center, but all the faces are coming out. Who has or hasn't seen what's going on? Joe, have you seen the plan for the next time, the next painting?
No, I haven't.
Well, I know you have actually. The basic
Oh,
one.
me? Yeah.
I was talking about the other Joe because he hasn't seen the finish of the painting. So the original plans. This is the quadrilogy. This is the number one that got done, which I also showed. This is what I just did, the one that I just showed you. This was the basic plan for that.
Jake said he pokes his head in here and there
Cool,
when
cool.
he gets a chance.
This is the one that's the plan for this time. In this one, you only see like 3 heads, but I think it's going to be more than that.
All right.
I guess I'm going to have to show the first one too, right? The number one that got done. That actually stayed much more religiously to the plan, except for it's in color. That would be this one. So, this one turned out like this. This is much smaller. You'd think it'd fit on camera easier. So, we got Cthulhu, and this is more transparent wings. Got the puffy clouds in the sky. Got the full moon. Full moon will be in every single one of them because that was a prerequisite.
Are you on Discord, Rich?
And then we got some fog. I am on Discord because I'm a mod at the David Finch fan server.
All right.
So if you stopped into the David Finch fan server, you've seen this probably. I posted it before. I've also posted it on Facebook before too, when it was first done. Oh yeah, Joe knows that it's on Discord. He knows where I am. I guess I was confusing people for a minute there. Conflating people. Yeah, that's 1 and 2. Now we're beginning to work on 3, which I think we're going to take a little bit different of a tact with. So, got 3 people here. Just the idea of. Now I'm turning it back down because of the drawing. Just the idea of madness. So, the first one is just Cthulhu I. The second one, I'm calling it the Feminine. Cthulhu III. The third one I'm calling Madness Unleashed. So this one is about Cthulhu coming out of the water. The moon's much smaller in the picture. That's probably going to stay that way because I want to put a few more faces in.
Right on.
The first face I did, like, this is all white guys. And there was no women or whatever, but it was just laying out the idea of people going crazy from the song and him projecting forward. Because in all the other ones, I mean, this one is projected forward a little bit too, but this one, his mouth's coming up. And I think, like, I've already been asked about it, putting like a beak in there.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good idea because generally don't see that with Cthulhu. It's just this mess of tentacles. And been doing a lot of tentacles lately, so you can't see very much, but the builds here, it's like his shoulders are forward, his chest is there, and his ribs. So he's coming out of the water there.
Right, he's like leaning forward and pushing out on the ground.
Yeah, there's no ground in the picture, but there was no room to put the ground in the picture.
Right on.
Like these are pretty small squares. They're I think like 2 by 3 or something like that.
Right.
This whole thing is only 12 by 9. So these are the next two that are planned to go out. This one is more of getting biomechanics in the picture. So yeah, this is the one that I'm going to work on, but I'm going to take it more seriously like I did this one. Because that's what we just saw. So the first face I drew is this one for this. The second one is going to be you. So it'll be a non-white guy and a non-guy.
Jake likes the way Cthulhu showed in the lighthouse in that picture.
What's that? Oh, holding the lighthouse? Yep.
Yeah.
That was like, so the prerequisites of the plans were he wanted to have a moon in the picture, and then he wanted to show scale. So he wanted to show how big Cthulhu is.
Right.
In every picture, those are the prerequisites: scale and the moon. So this time it's basically going to focus on the call that's madness. So and I'll be using Joe as a reference because he sent me a great picture.
Thank you. No more applause, please. Just for money. No, really, I could use that shit. Go this way.
Keep hitting my head on the microphone. Trying to roll my chair forward. All right. We're 15 minutes into it already and I haven't done any drawing, but somebody asked to see the other painting and I figured that the other two would be appropriate to show, so you know we're going with the quadrilogy. The 3 pictures is called the triptych. What's 4? It's not a quad trick. All right.
Tamales.
What's that?
Tamales, man.
Oh, tamales
Yes, sir.
coming up.
Uh-huh.
This is not the first time I've drawn you for a painting.
Huh.
Well,
Hey, Izzy.
or a piece of artwork, anyway.
I'm famous.
Yeah, there's a guy in 2 pictures. One picture, you have hair.
We've been doing Jake says he's been doing a lot of digital work recently because it's cheaper on material.
It is cheaper on material.
Right on. But he wants to jump into some painting against him. You just hold your horses. You ain't getting my last tamale. I'll put you up. Jake brought me some tamales. Jake brought me some tamales. Hell yeah, I mean. No, go grab my water for me, dog. Oh shit. I'll be right back. Let me grab my water. I thought the dog was gonna grab it from me, but you know how it is. Look out, dog. Moving. Oh shit. Move, 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 move. I'm right there. Move, move, move. Ah, and tripping. Yay, I'm back. Did you guys miss me? I missed you. You know it's true. So I got to work today. The dishwasher broke down. Okay. Let's say 8 o'clock in the morning. You go like, oh, he's gonna be here any minute to fix it. Go ahead and start hand washing some dishes while you're waiting. Okay. 3 hours later, didn't you say he was gonna be here to fix the dishwasher? Yeah, he said he was on his way. Okay. 3 more hours later. Dude, man. I don't think dude's showing up. Oh, he'll be here sometime. He'll be here tonight. What? Tonight? So, needless to say, I washed dishes the whole fucking shit. It was wonderful, man. By hand. In a restaurant. In the middle of town. Joe's working on a picture for Witch Hunter. They're trying to get the most of the pencil done. Here's Brett. He says, sorry, I was looking at some hair pieces. Cheapest I could find was $500. But that's a pretty high price to pay. These are hair pieces.
Oh, hair piece.
Hair piece.
She slapped the hair piece.
I gave up on that. I was like, hairpiece? Why? My beautiful bald head. High price to pay. It was a joke, man.
Yeah.
I didn't catch it. I don't believe I didn't catch it. Good one, man. You snuck it in under my radar. They usually don't happen. Maybe I'm getting slow in my old age. Yeah. Get back over here, man. Good job. Albino in the blizzard.
Huh?
Brett says albino in the blizzard and done. Boom. All right, all right. Yeah, nice. What's up, Mark? Just saying hello. Gotta get back to work, but maybe I'll stop in later. All right, man. Thanks for coming by, man. Appreciate it.
Cool, cool, very cool.
Yeah, yeah. Blanket. Howdy, 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 howdy. Mm, 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 mm.
I really love this picture so much.
Why? Mm, 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 mm. Bingo. Bingo. Sorry, I'm being so quiet tonight. A little worn out. Just a little bit.
Well, you should be talking now.
What's up?
So you should be talking now.
Oh, yeah. Just kind of bleh today.
I'm going to fix your bottom teeth.
All right. Appreciate it.
Painlessly, right?
Right. And free. Yeah.
Right? No, not free. Somebody else is paying for it.
Well, you know. Free to me.
For you. Which is really hard because some of the character in this face is because of the way it was suppressing the teeth. So maybe just fix them a little bit.
All right. You ain't gonna fix me for me.
I'm seriously glad you sent me this picture. So I'm not using it as exact. I'm using it as a reference.
Right on.
And those that know you will probably see you in it, but it's not necessarily strictly you.
Right on.
And right now, there's no facial hair. really hard is I'm trying to use some basic drawing principles
Right.
so that any of the people that people that are on the same fan server as I am that we're talking about drawing by kind of by rote, like it's being taught. There's certain proportions that you do. You do the face this size. You've divided the face into 3 sections. Top of your forehead. Usually it's the top of your eyebrows, but because your eyebrows are raised, it's hard to determine where that is. Your eyes are also raised too, so what would normally be where your eyebrows are is really the top of your eyelids.
My eyes. Yeah.
Well, yeah, the eyelids, the top eyelids.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and then underneath the nose, and then the bottom of the lip. Well, your bottom lip is your mouth's not closed. So
right on.
Basically.
Leave it to me to make it difficult.
Well, it's not difficult because, like, I love the character on the face, and the way I draw, I don't always draw by that means.
Right on.
But it's an easy means to explain to somebody else until they get proportion. So it's not really necessarily a right or wrong type of thing.
Okay.
But it's hard to show how to get those proportions right.
Yeah.
By the method that a lot of people use, because I can't really draw the.
I agree.
Yeah, I drew the 4 lines, so you kind of can see, like, top of the forehead. This is where the top of the eyebrow would be.
Right.
This is where the bottom of the nose would be, and then the bottom of the chin normally would be like right through here, and then the mouth, the bottom of the mouth would be here, that kind of thing. Bottom of the nose is actually here. Top of the forehead is actually here. So the bottom of the mouth, if it was closed, would be right here.
All right.
Usually we divide the face into fourths. Based upon like this pretty much. And then the mouth, the bottom of the mouth is about halfway between the nose and the chin. But the chin's lower because the mouth is open. The mouth is lower. Obviously, the bottom of the jaw, the bottom end is open.
Yeah.
And the head, your head's tilted a little bit, so all those are a little bit a factor.
Yep.
The ears generally go where the top of the eyebrows are and to the bottom of the nose, but because your head's tilted, the camera's tilted this way.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Your ears aren't where they would be if you'd see them dead on.
over in chat. Brett says, nothing screams first world like an electric eraser.
Yeah.
Like, I just saw that. I heard the buzz. Now I can't live
But
without one.
since the thing costs like $7 or something, yeah, it's not all that big deal. $7 in a AAA battery or some shit like that. Shit, I've got brushes that cost 2 or 3 times as much as that does. And those are linked in the description below. Just to show you.
Yeah, yeah. Just like, I will have one.
There's a link in the description below.
Oh, yeah.
Go hit that link up because that gives me $1 or $2. So. This is actually, I'm still drawing with a really loose, not pointed tip at all.
All right.
So all of this is formed because I'm just sketching loosely, which is why it's light, but really what I wanted to get is the proportion, and then I want to get where the light source is.
Right.
Like I grabbed some reference, and your one picture that you took outside has a really, really good light source because it's got a little bit light on the side of your face.
Right. Blue eye like the deal. Bing. Wow.
Hmm?
Oh, I was just saying yow. You know.
You were just saying, yow, I know.
Yow, the pain that I feel in my buttocks.
Huh?
The pain I feel in my gluteus minimus.
You remember this?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Ah. You know, leaning over that sink all day washing them dishes by hand really fucked my back up. Today.
I did some dishes today, too. Probably not nearly as many as you do. I'm guessing here. But
I would bet my life on that. So, that was a lot of fucking dishes.
I bet.
And just when you start thinking, oh, hey, I'm making progress.
Well, you're going to do more, right?
Oh, yeah, man. It was always as soon as I would start cleaning up, you know, start making it look good back there. I was like, yeah, all right, yeah. Oh. What the crap, man? Yep. Time to go take the dog out. I'll be back, man. Yes, I hear
I'll be
you.
here for a while.
I shall return. All right.
Rather, I've got 2 bond books I was about to mail to you. Before I jumped right back into Dr. No, I've been reading, well, I've been trying to read the Hornblower series. I read the Hornblower and the Crisis, and I'm reading it on my Kindle, and I look down and it says page 80, and it's like 84% through. And I'm like, wait a minute, that ain't right. So what happened is Forrester died in the middle of writing that book, and they didn't put it out like it's a finished book. Kind of felt a little bit ripped off. You'd think they'd tell people this is his last unfinished work. But nope. You mean rough prose or rough to read because of what's happening? Yeah, you'll find. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but you'll find that Bond, for being as tough as he's supposed to be, is really kind of wimpy. One of the things that really was noticeable when I was reading it, like Casino Royale is a little bit different because it's the first adventure and the first, pretty much his first mission and all that. But there's a scene in one of the books where somebody breaks his pinky and he passes out. Like, I don't know, I don't know about you, but here we just tape it to the other finger and finish working. I know a guy who literally jumped over a guardrail and had his wedding ring get caught and deglove part of his finger. And he just fucking taped it up with duct tape and finished what he was doing. Then he went to the hospital. So, yeah. It does toughen up. There are things that happen to him that, on some hand, you'd think, really, that's it. He's talking about excruciating pain over that. And then he has shit happen to him that you're like, you got up and walked away? Like, look at your mother. And I might read them faster, in your opinion, because I'm more determined. Those bomb books, they're really not big books. They're a lot more. They're a lot more than they seem like. What I mean by that is, they seem like they're like just 200 pages. And then you get to looking at how tight the prose is written in the actual softbacks. And so totally different.
He just tried to pause this so he could go to the bathroom. Like, I think I might be tired. That's a good sign.
The electric racer was originally pretty much made for erasing inks.
I did not know that.
Yeah, like for comic books, a lot of inkers used it to create white lines after they ink.
All right.
It actually, if you gotta be careful with them because they actually remove a lot of material that you're drawing on. Like if I'm drawing on Bristol board, they will literally remove the surface of the Bristol board. That's why I barely touch stuff here and there with it.
Now keep that in mind, Joe.
Yeah, right. I haven't used them for years or whatever. It's just I had to have when I saw them. Like a lot of the older guys, the electric erasers they used literally were Dremel saws and they plugged in. So they had this big bulky, but it would hook off a lot of material, and when it hooks off that material,
My ex used to have one of those. Oh wait, it wasn't a wristler. But it plugged in and it had a big old bulky handle.
Huh?
I said my ex used to have one of those.
Yep.
Then I said, oh wait, it wasn't an eraser. But it
Ah,
plugged in and it had a big bulky end.
I see what you're laying down. I'm not picking it up, but I see what you're laying down.
You might want to wear gloves.
Like beetle bags. Like beetle skin. That's what they used to call used condoms in the 50s, beetle skin.
Mm. You know how to recycle a condom, right?
Yep.
Turn the inside out and take the fuck out of it.
Boom.
Boom. Yeah, I'm a dork. But that's okay. That's okay.
Okay with me.
Me too. I couldn't
You
see
get
me being any other way.
You get a chance to watch that movie?
Which one? Oh, the D&D movie?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Just getting up early in the morning shit. It was like flipping my world on its end. I mean, just when I thought I started getting used to it, they switched me over to nights for next week. Well, 2 nights, 2 days. I can't wait to get my first paycheck though. It'd be nice to have some kind of money.
Just can I ask if you haven't spent already?
Yeah, right? No. Well, probably. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Thank you. Get over here. Bing, bing, bing.
That's kind of nasty, Sam.
What's that?
So that's kind of a nasty sound.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure what that was, but it was a pretty nasty sound.
No, my face! Ah! What dog? Are you looking like someone whipped you up? Or killed
What's
you?
that?
She's looking like someone whipped her or killed her best friend or something.
The dog?
Yeah. No, you can't have a cookie. Those are mine. They're no good for dogs.
It can kill you.
She's looking at me, looking at the box, looking at me,
Right?
looking at the box.
If
And
I
all
do this enough, you'll give in.
the whole time, her head's getting lower and lower, and her eyes are looking up at me. No, mine. I shared my tamales with you. I shared my lunch with you. You're not getting my food. I'm sorry. Bum, nigga. But says one of the many nicknames of his dog is LB, short for last bite. But that's what you know, because that's what you know gets. I don't know. If I'm eating something that's really good and I got that last bite, I ain't giving it a dog. I would have given her one, I would have been like, here, in the middle of my food, here, I'll break you off a little chunk. That's the last bite. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, it's not pulling teeth.
Yeah.
Here, clean my screen.
Screen cleaner.
Clean my camera. Maybe.
Wax on, wax off.
Really debating on whether I should try to do your beard and mustache. Suppose it's part of the face, but
I have faith in you, man. I see you doing it.
well, for the most part, like if I'm gonna, that's gonna be going pink. Because right now it's just there's not enough value difference to actually see what's really going on there.
Right on.
And do a little bit.
I think I want to dress up like Ming the Merciless this year for Halloween.
It's funny, what I was thinking as I'm drawing this is that almost every stage of this, when I stop to smooth and blend,
Yeah.
like it's a I agree with Michael.
Wow.
I definitely had a Michael Clark Duncan look. And you know, that's because you're exaggerating the features, you know what I mean?
Right, right.
And I changed, like I said, changed the teeth around a little bit, and all that stuff kind of added to that look. But I'm looking at it and I'm like, "It's Michael Clark Duncan." Just wish there wasn't so much heat, boss.
Mr. Django's circus town. Mr. Django's circus mouse. That's what I meant to say.
Mr. Jenkins, yeah.
Bing, 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 bing. Wrong. Hmm.
So anybody seen good movies?
No, I haven't.
Something worth talking about?
Uh,
So D&D is really a spoof. And
all right.
I keep getting disappointed with Dungeons and Dragons movies because I really want them to be epics. You know what I mean? Like
Right
I
on.
don't. When we played Dungeons and Dragons, we never played them as spoofs. We never played them as silly little games.
Right, right.
We might have silliness going on in them, but for the most part, they were a mission, a serious goal, and they had a lot of different creatures, a lot of different worlds, a lot of sense of wonder.
Right. Yeah, we fucked some shit up, man. We had some good adventures too, man. I would love to get a game going again, man.
And to further my point with the movies, there's plenty of books that are Dungeons and Dragons books.
Uh-huh.
Reese Hickman, R.A. Salvatore has a whole series of drow books. There's no reason that, especially because we're talking about drows, and we haven't seen them in the movies yet at all, really yet.
Right on.
And still, then I missed it. But
No, you're right.
that's a whole subset, a whole angle that they could go from that they don't. Which is, I guess, what's really disappointing is that they have so much material to work with. It's kind of like Star Wars. Instead of dipping into the hundreds of books that they have written by excellent authors, like, or doing the Throne trilogy, if they're going to do something and not want to focus on just Jedi magic and stuff. The Thrawn trilogy, they negate Jedi magic, negate Jedi abilities.
Right
I
on.
wonder if that was actually written, I have to check, but I wonder if that was actually written before the Metachlorians were introduced.
That's a good question.
Because I can't wait to read in the Thrawn trilogy, because I don't normally read like Star Wars books.
Right.
Like, I know even Logan does, but I don't know. I have a hard time reading somebody else's versions of characters that I already know. You know,
Like fan fiction.
well, I don't know if it's like fan fiction so much as Mark Hamill, for instance.
Okay.
He, the actor, as he's playing Luke Skywalker,
Mm-hmm.
he's made up his own motivations. He's made up his own, backstories and thinking behind Luke, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That stuff wasn't ever shown in the movie, not even alluded to in the movie, but
Right.
it helped him perform the character, be the character. And he really did develop that character, just like Harrison Ford did Han Solo, and Anthony Daniels did C-3PO, Peter Mayhew did Chewbacca,
Right. Right.
those, and Carrie Fisher did Princess
Leia.
Leia.
Yeah.
but they all have deeper characterizations because of it. So it's hard for me to just ignore those characterizations once I've seen them and go with what a writer comes up with. I read Crow. Remember the movie Crow?
Yeah.
I read the book to that, to Eli. He knows what the characters' names are now. Like if I say Lissa and Colin, he knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Right.
But the book is not the same as the movie either. You know what I mean? It was another writer that was trying to explain a lot of stuff, but he didn't actually explain a lot of stuff. He just kind of, I don't know, cheaped out. It was like reading somebody's retelling of the movie, not anything deeper than what the movie already had. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have your beard V'd in the middle?
What's that?
Did you V your beard in the middle?
No, it's just black in the middle.
Well, I know it's darker in the middle, but I'm asking if it's like trimmed this way.
No.
Because it's kind of how it looks.
Yeah, I know. It's an optical illusion.
Sucks that white hair shows up better, huh?
Yeah. I don't know. Chicks dig it. They're all like, oh, silver spots. Yeah, okay. That just means old slut, right?
That means you'll die soon and leave them whatever you got.
Yeah, okay. Debt, bills, come get some. Yeah. One day I'll be famous. Nah.
That's the main question is, what do you want to be famous for?
Being a nice guy, man. I don't want to be famous. I'll be remembered for being a nice guy, though. Someone who's easy to talk to.
Dave Mustaine once said that he just wanted to be thought of as someone that's cool. He just want to be thought of as someone that's a cool dude. Don't want to be the hero or whatever. Thought that was an interesting approach.
Right.
Yeah, he went from being like super atheist because of family shit to born again believer.
He had to go his own path.
Well, yeah, he almost died.
Right.
I I read a little bit of his book. He's talking about that he went to the Betty Ford clinic or something like that to rehab, and as he was sitting on the couch waiting, he fell asleep. He put his arm up, on the back of the couch,
Yeah.
and that's his left arm, like you're fingering
Yeah.
guitar
Yeah.
on.
Mm-hmm.
Put it up on the back of the couch and fell asleep. And when they woke him up, he couldn't move his arm, couldn't move his hand from there. And it turned out that there was nerve damage in his fingers, and they told him that he'd never have more than like 50, or never have like 30% of it back or whatever. And he's like, "That's how I make my living, playing guitar. What am I going to do?" And they're like, "Find a different living."
Yeah, because you could just go do that.
Well, there are people that give up when they're told that, and there are people that are like, "I'm going to show you."
Right on.
And he's not, "I'm going to show you" type. So I can appreciate that, because I won 180 awards or more because I was going to show some motherfuckers.
Right.
Like I went in competition and they pretty much ignored everything that I brought in, and I was like, "No, that's not going to happen. You're not going to ignore me,"
Right.
And I wasn't really trying to bring attention on me, but I was like, I'm a better artist than that. I will not be dismissed.
No. Because you're not a big name.
Well, even like when I first competed in a major competition, even some of the big names weren't winning against locals. I didn't realize then that some of it was pretty much stacked.
Yeah, all right. That's some bullshit, man.
Well, yeah, because I came to Maine because of the Mad Hatters competition, which was in magazines,
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh shit, it's in magazines, I'm gonna go there, compete and stuff. And when I came here, it really wasn't competition. Like, there were some guys that won, obviously, but for instance, Guy Aitchison didn't win. Like a local won over Guy Aitchison. I'm like, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jack Rudy got third place on something. I'm like, Jack Rudy? Like, Jack fucking Rudy got third place on something? That dude does portraits that look like they're literally photographs, not like, they're all realistic faces or whatever, but like literally it looks like a photograph peeled up on the skin. So there's an edge to the photograph in the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So he's not just doing a portrait, he's doing literally a portrait of a photograph. So the whole thing, like, wow. And he's not placing? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So you say bullshit.
So I really worked hard because of that, and I was like, no, they're not going to be able to deny me. They're not going to be able to deny me. And my story is that nobody's going to remember it anyway, but my story is that I worked so hard and then went and entered the last Mad Hatters competition, and I won every single award but one. Every single first place award but one.
Oh, damn.
And the only one that I didn't win,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have hadn't won in that category.
Oh, yeah.
So, but that was all over somebody telling me I couldn't, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, no, that's not happening. I took it hard, you know what I mean, at first. I didn't realize everything was rigged or I don't know. I think not everything was rigged, but certain people were going to be winners because those are the people that donated to the contest and kept it going and kept it alive. And I understand the theory now, but then I was just like, this is some bullshit, you know?
Right.
And some of the tattoos that won, they were huge tattoos, don't get me wrong, but they were just not, they shouldn't have beat some of the stuff that they beat, in my opinion. But I have a much more artistic opinion than tattoo opinion,
Mm-hmm.
which I learned that there was a difference there too. But when I discovered, or when they started bringing in students from the college, from art classes in the college, where they were taught artistic, like color theory and stuff like that,
Right.
then I started breaking records, winning awards, because I knew the color theory. I knew exactly what was going to draw their eye.
Two?
And that's not I guess I should state that that's not to brag anyone to do it if they get their mindset, but that's how Dave Mustaine's playing guitar again and writing the speed riffs he's writing. He has only like 60% use of his hand. So,
But despite all things that are possible.
what?
Read.
Oh, with spite? Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't out of spite.
Not with spite.
It wasn't out of spite, because that would, you know, imply that I wanted some, I don't know, I didn't go, I'm the best or whatever. When I did win all the awards that I won, I was humble. You know, and I kind of was humbled by it. I thought I was going to take maybe 3 or 4 out of the categories because there was only so many categories, you know.
Right.
I ended up taking 9 out of 10, and
You
9
just
out of
don't-
10 first places and best of show. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
One of the tattoos that I did that I entered was on one of my apprentices, and there was a belt around her waist, had all kinds of detail in it. And they said
That was
that,
Holly, right?
nope, that was Crystal.
Oh, all right.
When they announced it, before they announced who the winner was, they were like, "This is the piece that we just couldn't stop talking about." You know, that was pretty humbling.
Right.
Because you're talking about people that have judged Guy Aitchison and Paul Booth, you know, the best of the best. And for me to win as many awards as I did at that one shot was really, really humbling, because what do you do after that, you know?
Right.
What do you do to compete? And down east, I broke records like 3 times in a row. I don't think anyone ever has even come close, and now they don't even have a show because the guy who threw that show died. But when I first came up here, I was just trying to win 1 or 2.
Right.
But because I felt like they held me back, or they didn't judge me fairly or whatever, it just made me more and more determined. Yeah, I think you'll be the centerpiece with this. I really love this picture. I really do. Like I said, it's not you. You definitely can see you in the picture, but
Right.
I love the reference picture. I love the lighting. I'm going to use every bit of that as I can.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm flattered.
I don't know if it's flattering to be the first person to run the fuck away from Cthulhu. I guess it's either that or you're the smartest guy in the bunch, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. If it was real life.
Yeah, right?
You know where I'm going with that, right?
Yeah.
There wouldn't be no, ooh, what's that? Oh, he looks like Klingon. Gone.
Really don't know what I'm going to be putting behind this, but I figure what I'm doing right now is trying to bring out the lighter spots
Right on.
by darkening the background around them. And the darker spots will have a little bit lighter of a background around them. That's just a contrast thing. Like, contrast is a huge thing in art, and you'll notice, like I was saying, it's contrast of color, contrast of shapes.
Sizes.
Contrast of textures, like soft or hard, or
Right. Yeah, right, don't it? Brett says, golly, that drawing looks familiar. Whatever do you mean?
I'm actually going to prove that it's not a just dead out portrait in a second. But and I'm going to prove that to the people who think they can't draw a portrait, you know what I mean?
Right.
You don't need to be able to draw a portrait to use a reference. And we've talked about this a lot of times in the Discord, that people are they're drawing basically what they see.
Mm-hmm.
They're just drawing what they see. They're not extrapolating any, they're not making any changes at all. Neighbors must be smoking weed. Wow.
Are you sure?
Huh?
Maybe it's the smell again. Take a real deep breath.
Oh, I can't help it. It's like right here on my face, dude. It's really weird because, like, I'll be in the bathroom and they'll light up a cigarette next door and I can smell it right through the bathroom wall.
Hmm.
I think it might be former smoker syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Brett, did you get a chance to read that? Because I sent you the new version, the new ending.
What does that mean? They smell through the bathroom wall.
And all that implies. For Kent Bansley from Iron Giant, and all that implies.
I don't even remember that movie.
What's that?
I don't remember that movie.
Wow.
I remember bits and pieces, but that's right.
Logan was addicted to that movie when he was young. He actually has a tattoo again on his arm. That's his first tattoo.
Oh, very cool. Okay, you read it. Actually, you just said okay, read it.
Well, it wasn't much. I just retooled the ending of the story. So, and part of it was part of it was based on a suggestion of his, and part of it was based on some suggestions from Jake. We tried to combine them to benefit the story. Jake has seen it, so I didn't know if Fred had, because I copied and pasted it into Discord.
Okay.
All the time, I've actually had a blending stump. Yeah. You still haven't received those blending stumps I sent you?
Nope.
Motherfucker, they just cheated me out of my money. And your birthday present.
Boycott them.
Yes. And boycott them. I ordered a jean jacket for them. Well, jean vest. It's one of those things too where I don't know if it was like an Amazon deal or it was a private company. I don't know who screwed me, but I did mention to Amazon that they screwed me. And they're all like, it was delivered on such and such a date. And they don't talk to you, they just basically say, it was delivered. Can you prove it wasn't delivered? Yeah, it's not here. Well, can you prove you didn't throw it away? You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
How do you prove a negative?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture of my trash can. What the fuck? Can you prove I paid for it? Wait a minute. Yes, you can. You get money. Fuck you. Fuck yes.
I'll just buy you some and send them myself through the mail.
Yeah.
If you don't want to just put on gloves and use your finger.
I don't mind that either.
But yeah, like This is what one good thing about the blending stump, this is what I'm doing right now, is that once you get some of the medium on it, on the tip, you're actually creating edges with it too.
All right.
Like I can go with this cleaner tip and bring the edge up here where I didn't want to get too dark.
Okay.
And there's nothing on this end, so then I can come back out here with the one that's got some material on it already. This I'm doing like this in case at some point in time somebody wants.
I'm gonna mute it. This is Aaliyah calling. I'm gonna stay here, but I'm just gonna mute.
Cool. Yeah, I'm about to end the stream too. We're really, this is just about pretty much. And, let's see. Myself a little better.
Bing, 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 bing.
Well, everybody gets stuff.
What happened?
Everybody left.
What? All right, everybody that left, have a good night. Just kidding. So it's just us.
It's just us and someone watching. So that could be Dan or it could be.
Well, hi, someone
Right.
watching. Glad you stuck around to someone watch.
Coming in with finer lead for a little bit here.
Or what? Yeah. Wow.
Just to, clarify the odds a little bit. Your odds a little bit. The odds. This is just a finer detail and a little bit darker of a lead. I'm not really.
Ow.
I'm doing a little bit extra on this picture in case I might be doing a giveaway with it or something later.
Ah, very good.
Kinda, like I said, I really like it. So coming in with this pencil that I can refine stuff with.
Right on. Chilling.
It allows me to get a little bit of detail that I didn't before.
Right on. Bing, bing. I've seen that face somewhere before. Bing, 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 bing.
It's just too good, man. I really wish that you were around closer because I definitely choose you for a model for a lot of this stuff.
No, all you gotta do is text me and say, okay, I need this.
Yeah, it's a lot easier if you're here and I can say just a little bit this way or just a little
Right,
bit,
true.
you know.
True. Because I'm a human cartoon. My first
Well,
books.
you know, you say that like it's a bad thing, but
Oh no, I don't.
I,
No,
th- I
I'm
think,
actually proud of that.
I think, comedians
Hmm.
make some of the best dramatic actors when
Right
they get
on.
serious
Yeah, yeah.
because they're used to uh, over exaggerating stuff, so they know what they're over exaggerating, and they know
Right.
the look that can get them what they want from that, you know.
And a lot of times, comedy comes from a dark place. You know.
Yeah, well, you understood what I was looking for,
Yeah, yeah.
and that makes a whole lot of difference because when you came into it, you knew. Like I said, I really appreciate that you even took the time and thought about doing what you did because I think this is a perfect front piece, the perfect front runner, if you want to say that, you know.
Right on. Well, very cool.
I was really trying to decide where I was going to go with it, and when you I printed out some pictures,
All right.
obviously because I was using some going to use some reference no matter what I did,
Right on.
but because you went to the trouble of doing this, and when you sent it, I just looked at it and I'm like, that's the piece, you know. That's it. I mean,
Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I didn't even think about it. I just looked at the picture and I said, "Okay, here." Look at that.
right, but that that looks like a fucking face of fear right there.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I'm really happy with it, and I'm tinkering with some small details right now.
Right on.
That tells you really how much I like a piece if I'm still tinkering with the small details
Right. Right.
because I want to be able to come back in there and get them right.
Yeah.
Some of these smaller details, like what I'm doing right now, I have to actually lift my hand up so I don't push too hard. But the thing is that I couldn't use the wide pencil for that. I need thinner erased part.
Mm-hmm.
I have a pencil that's an eraser that you sharpen.
Right on.
I almost want to use that so that I can get some of these really finely lit areas.
Right.
Yeah, it's doubly interesting because I chose the name of the piece already, the name of the painting.
Uh-huh.
It's in the description box now.
All right.
And like Cthulhu I I haven't named. Cthulhu II I named the summoning because that's pretty much what everybody
Well,
sees in it.
right. Right.
Um, this one is called Madness Unleashed.
Ah. All right. Hey, dude, Jeff popped in.
Yeah, Steve. Though I'm not really sure what that means. I have another blending stump, even a bigger blending stump. So this is a little sandpaper thing.
Alright.
And I can use it for sharpening pencils or cleaning the blending stumps up.
Alright.
Like this. I actually put a point on the blending stump before with this so that I can get into very small, fine corners like this.
Yeah.
See the difference that makes?
Yeah, man. Pardon me. Pretty groovy, man. I like it.
Well, you know, in the end, the trick is it's only one person that needs to really like it.
Yeah.
But I always try to like it myself, you know?
True.
It's like tattoos. When I design tattoos, I want to design tattoos that I would have.
Right on.
That way.
I understand that.
That way, everybody's walking around with the best work I can give because what I would have.
Word.
Yeah, I might do a giveaway with this. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I'll give you permission to sign my name to it.
As in, this is a joke?
Yeah. No, just with sun exploding on it. They don't need to know it's Joe. My secret identity has been exposed.
Alright, well, we got 2.5 hours into this one.
Yeah.
It's actually longer than the last one.
It come out really good though, man.
Well, yeah. Because it wouldn't be done, you know what I mean?
We'll do side by side now.
Let's see if it'll do a good side by side.
Oh,
Let's see.
ta-da!
What?
I said, ta-da!
Nobody stuck around to see, you know, the side by side.
That's all right. They're lost.
So like I said, not quite the same, very close.
Well,
There's a lot you can see of you in here. But on the other hand, it's not you exactly.
I know.
All right. I'm gonna leave that hidden because only the people that actually watch to the end deserve to see it.
Jason Duran. More fine art.
This is part of the next painting. This is one of the 2 pictures I have done for the next session, the next painting. I wonder if it'll compensate like it did when I turned this light off. Let's see. Not much of a difference, is there?
No, not really. Wow, it says that blue flash.
Yeah, that's with turning it on. It goes bright and then it goes back to where the setting is. All right. That's it for this screen.
All right, guys, y'all that stuck around, even you guys that showed up earlier and left. Well, have a good night. God bless.
We'll be here again Thursday. Dave Finch is streaming Thursday.
2 days.
Dave Finch is streaming Thursday at 9 o'clock, so I don't know how that's going to work out. But those that are going to hang out, that's great. If we don't have a turnout at all, we'll probably be a short one. And then we'll watch Dave together.
You'll just see us on screen eating popcorn, watching Dave stream.
And we could probably share the screen. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
that would be extreme. Oh, yeah.
Huh? The way this cuts it off, it almost makes it look like fucking Pennywise.
They all slow down in here, Richie. Beep beep. Yeah. Beep beep, Richie.
All right.
We'll see you all later.
God bless. We love you all.
God bless. Later.